Hours before dawn on June 6, 1944, the battle for the beaches of Normandy began in the air. Over 900 planes filled with more than 13,000 American, British, and Canadian paratroopers dropped into the battlefield to secure the flanks for the coastal assault that was soon to follow. Despite overwhelming confusion and staggering casualties, the courage and tenacity shown by these men set the stage for an Allied victory on D-Day. Stratamax Games presents Airborne Commander, a solitaire deck-building game from designer Aaron Lauster. In Airborne Commander, you are in charge of the Allied aerial assault on D-Day. You'll play cards from your deck to the battleground to defeat Axis units and take key objectives to earn victory points. You may be outnumbered and outgunned, but the real enemy is chaos. The more disorganized your deck becomes, the harder it will be to mount a successful attack. Each firefight forces you into key decisions. Survive long enough, though, and you might walk away with the Medal of Honor. There are 4 decks in Airborne Commander. The drop deck has paratrooper and equipment cards, each with an attack, defense, and recruit cost. Some cards have special abilities as well. The mission deck has Axis units, as well as objectives and defenses you must overcome in order to win the game. The disorganized deck has only one type of card. You'll be forced to take these cards into your deck as the game progresses. They are useless and simply take up space in your deck. Last of all, your personal deck starts with 11 cards, 8 paratroopers, and 3 disorganized cards. These are the first men to help you fight or recruit others. Most cards in Airborne Commander will be played to the battleground. There are 2 sides to the battleground, Axis and Allied, and there are 4 slots, or columns, where cards may be played. Each slot in the battleground represents a firefight where enemy forces come into direct combat. Each turn, the 4 slots on the Axis side of the battleground will be filled by cards from the mission deck. These cards could be German units, objectives, or static defenses. You must decide which cards from your hand to send into harm's way. Will it be Privates Hardwick or Powers, or maybe Sergeant Monroe with his anti-tank gun? You can commit 1 or more cards to each slot in the battleground. You may even choose to leave some slots unopposed. Each card has an attack and a defense value. To resolve the firefight in each slot, simply add up the attack value and compare it to the Axis defense. If your attack is greater, the Axis card is destroyed. Cards you destroy go into your score pile and will count towards your victory point total. Axis cards in each slot will return fire by the same process. You may be forced to send Allied units against a superior force. Axis units that survive will be discarded and will not score. Allied units that are destroyed are removed from the game. Axis units left unchallenged will force you to add disorganized cards to your deck. Some cards have special abilities that allow them to be played into the support area just behind the battleground. These abilities may allow you to discard or draw extra cards, suppress enemy units, or call in fire support for a specific battle. After the firefights, any cards not used in the battleground or in support can be spent for their recruit value. There are 4 cards available in the drop zone. You can buy one of these cards from the drop zone by paying the recruit cost listed on the card. The more expensive the card, the more powerful the card's abilities will be. Any cards you recruit go into your discard pile and will be available to you the next time you cycle through your deck and need to shuffle. Each turn in Airborne Commander, your challenge is to choose which cards to play to face these battles, which cards to use for their special abilities in support, and which cards to hold in reserve to recruit other units. Many of your brave men may not survive the day. Sacrifices must be made in order to achieve victory. The who and the when are up to you. There are 2 ways to lose and 2 ways to win. If you draw all of the disorganized cards into your deck, your units are too scattered to be an effective fighting force. You lose. If the battleground is ever filled with 4 static defense cards, you've been captured you lose. On the other hand, if you're able to play through the entire drop deck without being disorganized or captured, you tally up the points in your score pile. Objectives and units count towards victory, subtracting any disorganized cards left in your deck. The more points you score, the more distinguished medals you receive. The ultimate victory in Airborne Commander is the Medal of Honor. Score 12 victory points, and your name will be remembered as one of the true heroes of D-Day. Airborne Commander provides a fast, fun challenge with an innovative solo spin on the deck-building genre. Featuring the expressive artwork of Lon Brower, the game promises tremendous replayability and value. Please see the information listed below to order your copy. Let's see if you have what it takes to cry Geronimo and lead the Screaming Eagles to victory.